Dragon Ball Z remakes? The Moro Saga anime rumors explode. Dragon Ball fans, stop scrolling because the rumors right now are getting absolutely insane. People are saying we could be looking at Dragon Ball Z remakes and the Moro Saga finally getting animated. Let's get into this. One of the biggest arcs fans have been begging for might actually be coming. If DBZ remakes are real, this is more than just nostalgia, baby. That's Toei's potential, rebooting the entire franchise for a new generation. Higher quality, better sound, smoother, crisper animation. Question is, are we about to enter the biggest Dragon Ball era since Super started? We're gonna break this down today, baby. Are you not entertained? So here's these rumors having fans losing it. First, the Moro Saga is one of the most requested storylines to get animated because it is pure classic Dragon Ball energy. Insane battles, huge power moments, and villains that feel straight out of Z's golden era, baby. And the fact that people are even whispering about DBZ Remake, that is massive in itself. Because if Toei Animation remakes Z with modern animation, we're talking about a full franchise refresh, new global hype, an easier way to bring the old arcs back to the top, baby, showing how and why Dragon Ball is and will remain the king of anime. But here's the important part. None of this is officially, truly 100% confirmed yet. Right now, it's pure speculation, but speculation that fits perfectly with the Dragon Ball's next big move. So I gotta ask, would you all rather get the Moro Saga animated, or do you all truly want to see Z remade first? Let us know your thoughts. Drop those comments and the likes. Hey, I'm gonna let you handle this first.
Yeah, so I find this very interesting because we did a Dragon Ball topic. I can't remember, it was a few weeks ago, and a commenter actually brought it to my attention like, hey, the reason why you haven't got a Dragon Ball Super and why it feels that Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball franchise is in this fucking long, drawn out gray area is because they've been in a litigation for years about who actually has the rights, who has the streaming rights, who has the creation rights, and all that. Apparently, this was not all worked out in a very legal like manner when the original creator died. So it just left a big mess. And they are still right now, even with all this remake and other stuff talking about, they are still in. Now they I'm reading it right now from my phone. They have come to a few agreements so they can push out certain things and certain aspects of animation from the manga. So that's how we're getting the Dragon Ball Super and the remakes and stuff like that. They have come to certain agreements to right now push out the product while they still decide at the end of the day who's going to get what money from what aspect of Dragon Ball Z. I guess that's a win for Dragon Ball fans because they've been in litigation for years, and that's why we haven't got anything. But I think this was brought up about because we talked about Toby pushing billions of dollars in anime in the next couple years, and I think Toby came into this situation like, hey, whatever it is, whoever is fighting, listen, we'll pay you a certain amount of money just so we can get this shit out the door. I believe that's really what happened because when I'm looking up all the news, Toby names comes up a few times. So I think that's kind of what happened. They was like, listen, we're losing money every year. Dragon Ball Z is not on the TV screen, not generating new buzz for sellables or collectibles. And Dragon Ball Z got a trading card that is very successful and things like that. So yeah, I think Toby, Big Dick Daddy Money, stepped in and it's like, hey, you're costing me money. We already made this announcement that we pushing, all these IPs, and Dragon Ball is definitely one of those IPs. So all this little gimmicky shit and all this other stupid shit we've been doing with Dragon Ball Z is not going to push us over the edge of where we need to be. Let me just pay you something and you can continue on to fight in court, because they've been in court for like over 5 years. Like they've been in court for a long time. So I think, now this is not something firm. This is just me kind of reading in between the lines from, because they're still arguing about who gets what. I think Toby just stepped in and said, "Bitch, you not about to waste no more years. We need Dragon Ball. We need Dragon Ball Super, and we need the real Dragon Ball, not this little knockoff shit we've been doing." Sorry if you like the knockoff shit. None of this knockoff shit we've been doing for the last couple of years. No, we need the real deal. We need Super. We need that manga shit to get kicking up again. All aspects of Dragon Ball Z needs to get right, and we'll front the bill for certain shit if you just sign an agreement that we can just push it out and while y'all still decide. And it looked like it. Hey, it looked like it's working. Hey, they talking about Super, and I think I saw some date. I can't remember off my head, but at the end of the day, that just means us Dragon Ball Z real fans that love the real thing is finally going to be eating good, people. If this news stay true and everybody just, do what they were told to do at the end of the day, and hopefully the court system can come to a conclusion, because this man died years ago and they still been fighting over this for this amount of time. So hopefully they can come to some type of agreement, so future Dragon Ball Z product don't have to go through this long period of like limbo, and they can just get it, write it, flip it, release it, But I'm happy to hear that the real Dragon Ball, is returning. And it sounds like it's sooner rather than later.
Absolutely. Before I get into it on my take, I'm going to say this. If you're someone, make a goddamn will. Solve all this.
Yeah. Oh God. Especially if you own some type
It will
of product.
solve all this. Okay. Make a goddamn will. Make it clear out. Don't have it be word of mouth, not a text message. You can solve all these problems. I have heard, seen, read a lot of this, what's going on. A lot of it, as my cousin stated, one of the listeners, watchers, viewers had put a comment letting us know about this whole litigation thing, because I had never heard of this. I didn't know this shit was going on, because they must not wanted this out in the public like that, but it did. But I've seen talks that the plan is not just bringing the Moro Saga to animation and continuing where Super left off, but their proposal is a complete rehaul to take Super, the beginning up till now, and completely redo it. The nicer, crisper animations, as I said, of how Dragon Ball Super, Superhero, and the Broly movies were done. They're going to reincorporate and redo the stories as a whole. There was plans laid out. I don't know how true they were, so I'm not going to list them. It could have been fan speculation, or they probably knew something I don't. But we're going to treat all this as a rumor. But supposedly, the next 4 to 5 years is the restructuring and redoing of Super, breaking down, even incorporating the movies into it. Resurrection of F movie, that will be redone into, I can't remember how many episodes, into the actual retelling of Super. The Broly movie, I believe, is supposed to be 6 episodes broken down. They are taking it and like, hey, we are going to give this the full treatment it deserves and attention it deserves, as Toriyama would have given and done to it. So I am all in for this, because as my cousin can tell you, I was behind on Super, because we all know Infamous, he only watch dubbed, he can't fucking read. Yeah, I've heard it all. When it just abruptly stopped, it just abruptly stopped. Super / Dragon Ball has not really been anything but these side movie projects, so it makes sense now, like, oh yeah, there is something going on behind the scenes, but yet you got the game still pumping out, you got everything going. And while some people may not look at this as super important or care so much, I'll tell you something, the Dragon Ball franchise as a whole is a crucial piece of pop culture to Japan. You may not see it or think of it as an American, but trust and believe the financial prowess of Dragon Ball in that country alone, let alone our country of America. It is huge. From the games, clothing, card game, everything. If it's got a Dragon Ball character face on it, it's making money. Whether it's Goku or Krillin, someone buying it. But I would love to see how this would go, because, hey, as Infamous has stated, I have kids who watch anime and etc., take part into it. I don't believe none of them have really watched or got deep into the anime like that. So this is a huge potential to not just give continuing fans what they wanted, but you rope in more generations. That means more money. That means the next generation of kids shows their kids more games. And dare I say it, more merchandise. Hopefully Toei did do as my cousin suggested. It was like, hey, we tired of talking. We tired of going back and forth. How much you want? How much you want? We'll sign it right now and we will make this back tenfold with everything we got in the pipeline, baby. I'd love to see where it goes from here.
You already know how I feel. You know, it's super or nothing for me because I read the manga, so I already know how the super is about to get really, really, really crazy if they do get to that point to animate it. So I'm all for it. Hopefully the court system can end while this is going on and them redoing whatever they need to do. But let us know in the comments below how you feel. Did you know that Dragon Ball was in such a litigation type thing? Then that's the reason why it was holding up real Dragon Ball projects, not this little kerfuffle stuff. And how do you feel? Like, do you want them to go back and redo and integrate and make it how the creator would have always wanted? You know, I don't know about that part. I mean, I feel like you're trying to sell us the same story packaged differently, but you know, whatever. Let us know how you feel in the comments down below.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, Are You Not Entertained?